Well, I'm feeling confident, and I guess everyone should be feeling confident as well because at the top of the table, no pressure. I already qualified for the semi-final spot, but we don't want to give up right now. We want to make sure that we play consistent cricket, and if we can make it all the way to number one, that would be better. But anywhere between one and two on the table, we would be happy because that would actually set us a number one playoff spot, and also winning that, going straight to the final, and you can have some rest and work on specific areas that we need to. So it's very important games to come up. So playing against this team tonight, we know most of them strengths and weaknesses, but it's a game of cricket. Um, once one little mistake and you're in trouble. So we're gonna discuss how to bowl to Chris and do it all over again. So
Now you're talking about getting number one spot here. How important for the team to get number one spot in BPL season 4? And you have lots of young players who are doing well. How do you feel about them? They are doing well. Are they potential for next generation of Bangladesh team?
yes, I think the lights of Bangladesh cricket, it's very bright. Honestly, a few youngsters in my team, and I don't have them as youngsters. I have them as players who represent Bangladesh and players who is going to represent and do well, go on to do well for the country because the way they handle pressure. And T20 is not a game where players can just come out and do well game after game, and to have that confidence even after you fail. So I think they have what it takes to really move on with their cricket career.
We can call you the master of T20 cricket. You have played lots of matches around the world. So, can you just suggest the youngsters for Bangladesh future team? Can you suggest how to play T20? Because if we can say that we are doing well in ODIs, but West Indies is the boss of T20 cricket. We know that, frankly saying. That,
Thank you.
so that if you just suggest, if you have some suggestion for that, what would be? What it would be?
Suggestion is just playing fearless. You know, try to think the game, but don't think about it too much. And I think that's what we do. And you know, a lot of things was said about us. We are just a talented bunch, but we have no heads. And I think because sometimes whenever you try to think, when you try to use your head too much in the game, you get ball to hit and you don't hit the ball because you're thinking about, oh, I'm trying to be smart here. But you being smart and build pressure on yourself, build pressure on the team, and then you end up lose by 4, 2, 3 runs. So I think if the ball is in your zone, hit the ball. See ball, hit ball, and that's what we do. So like the what I have to say to any youngsters out there or any young Bangladeshis player, I think once you play fearless cricket and play to your strength, because your strength is different from another player's strength. And if you can hit a ball off the length that is coming back at you, another player, they will struggle for that same ball. So I think if you get that ball and you hit that ball for 4 or 6, and you get a ball that you can hit for 6 again, don't block the ball.
Okay, as you said, just the ball, just the ball of merit. Can we call it power hitting? Power hitting is important. Is it important for T20 cricket? We know the technique is valuable for one day internationals. Is it differ from power hitting or technique? What would we like to have in our mind? Power hitting or technique or both?
I think power hitting will be the first choice, but at the end of the day, you need technique. Um, sometimes you have raw power, but with no technique behind it, you're not gonna get the ball anywhere. And I think you hitting the ball over cover, it's not just power, it's technique to get the ball over cover. At the end of the day, everything you're doing, if is Test cricket, one day, T20, at 10-10. It takes technique to get the ball to the boundary. Sometimes you play a shot that you don't want the ball to go there, but it happens. But I think the key to playing T20 cricket is just be confident. Once you're confident, you go.
As you are saying, the power hitting must be the first choice. Now we are getting another point here. One day and T20, Bangladesh is doing well. Unfortunately, West Indies can't couldn't make it for Champions Trophy. Bangladesh is getting up. But in T20, and saying it again, West Indians are unbeatable almost in T20. So what will be the BCB should do, the Bangladesh Cricket Board should do to raise up the talent in T20 squad? And how are they doing in your point of view? BCB, how are they doing?
I think they're doing well. There's nothing I can say to say that do this or do that or what they should do. I think they're doing well because um, you know it comes in luck and it comes with the simple mistakes you make in crucial games. I think Bangladesh cricket is doing well. There's nothing to adjust. I don't know much about Bangladesh cricket, so I won't elaborate on certain things. But I think knowing that they're above West Indies in the ODI ranks, it says something. So I just think they just need to keep doing what they're doing and make sure that whatever they're doing, they try to strive on that.
As we in relevant, West Indians are well. West Indians were winning the ODI in a time in past. You see that, you saw that actually. Have you seen Bangladeshi players have the potential to rule the world like West Indians? We have seen that you are unbeatable in World Cups 3 times in a row. In your Bangladesh, the players are doing well, have the potential. Do you think they are in the path, right path?
Yeah, I think so. And as I said before, once you win important games and you just do the simple things right, you're going to beat teams. And it's not like Bangladesh is not better than other teams or West Indies is better than other teams. It's just what we do at the right moment. And I think, Bangladesh can have an amazing year in cricket and they win a T20 tournament or 50 over World Cup. Surprise the world, because it would be a surprise if Bangladesh should win the World Cup. Not saying that you guys not good cricket teams, but at the end of the day, no one is expecting Bangladesh to win an ODI World Cup. Nobody is expecting Zimbabwe to win an ODI World Cup. Nobody is expecting Ireland to win an ODI World Cup. But at the end of the day, they are all there to compete. So if Zimbabwe should go to the final and a miracle happen, the top batsman for Australia or India, whichever team, just keep getting out, and they bowl them out for 150, and then they get the runs. That's the World Cup title. So at the end of the day, I have confidence in every team, and I know that I don't play easy cricket. No matter which team I'm playing against, I know that they have the ability to win a game. So I just want you to know that Bangladesh, it has a bright future, and the talent that is coming out of Bangladesh is good.
Before we have seen that Bangladesh are called the underdog in any tournament, but in recent time, Bangladesh have done some extraordinary things, at least in our home condition. In Test, they have done very well against England. Okay, so can we call still Bangladesh underdog team?
I think it still remain. The fact is, it still remain as an underdog team, but at the moment, I wouldn't call no team underdog because the ball is round. Both teams starting from 0 runs, so that was a long time thing where other fans or other guys look at a team, oh, we're going to play Bangladesh tomorrow. We don't have to have a bowlers meeting, or we don't have to have a batting meeting. And they just turn up and expect to beat Bangladesh. No, it's a different ball game. Bangladesh is beating India. They are beating Australia. They are beating top teams that you didn't know it was going to happen a couple years back. So that's why I don't think about the game like that. I think like everyone has a chance.
Okay, last thing, just a quick question. Now, West Indies team and Bangladesh team. The comparison between those teams. What are the difference between these?
The difference.
What Bangladesh team has likings? What are those? From your point of view.
I think West Indies have a lot more fear players, meaning turning up to bowl against a guy like Chris Gale, a Pollard, Bravo, myself, Sammy, Mullen Summers, like the list goes on. If we're gonna turn up against Bangladesh, we know that they have a good opening pair. We know that they have a good middle. We know that they have good spinners. We're not gonna take nothing for granted. But at the end of the day, they're gonna worry about getting our big names out, because if Bangladesh have players who dominate tournaments around the world, then we would be turning up having fear to bowl to Shakib. Well, Shakib has played around the world, but I'm talking like if they have, say, 6 or 7 guys who have played in tournaments all around the world, dominate those tournaments, then we would turn up, oh, we need to get that 4 wicket, we need to get these guys out. Well, on a normal game, we still turn up expecting to get those guys out, because it's just the opportunity that they get and not get to actually represent other teams. You have a few guys who play tournaments here and there, but West Indies are more famous for players to play in the IPL, the Big Bash, all the other leagues. So I think you guys have talent, it's just that it's not being showed elsewhere like how our talent have been showing elsewhere. So everything is even, I think.
That's great. Thank answer. Another thing, come back to the BPL. The young talents of Bangladesh. Can you name some players who are doing well, who can have future in our national team?
Alright. I'm very bad with the names, right? But I can look at faces and I can tell you that guy. There are a few guys in my team that I just love to watch them play. I love to watch them, the way they practice, the way they go about their game. And I know that they are hungry for the opportunity. They are hungry to do well. And they are hungry for success. So at the end of the day, I can see that they are going to achieve things. Because what you put in is what you get out. And they work hard in the nets. Even sometimes, the coach say, last 2 balls unchanged, and a guy is still batting in the nets like he don't want to get out. So at the end of the day, that just goes to show the level of interest, and those are things that actually push you forward.
So, last question. I'm taking your little time, but I'm enjoying it. Last question. This is one for the standard. We have played IPL, like Russel, and Shajib. How do you rate the standard of football?
I think it would run and it would organize just as any other tournament that I've played in. I play in the Big Bash, I play in IPL, CPL, Pakistan Super League, here, South Africa tournament, and at the end of the day, I don't see any difference. I don't see any changes. The only thing is the atmosphere. Like, I know games have been playing during the weeks, and people have to work and get around. So I haven't been getting that sort of energy from the crowd as yet. Um, but people do turn out. At the end of the day, the stadium is a bit empty. I play against Bangladesh here, and I can't hear myself to how loud it gets. So I'm turning up expecting that sort of atmosphere, but it doesn't happen as yet. And I know for sure that when semi-final and final stage, it's going to be that sort of environment. Yeah.
Okay. Here. Sit up, sir. Now, in front of cricket in like early ages.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, it needs more and more because sometimes we play the game, we don't really understand. Because sometimes I'm in like sort of. It's like I don't really understand. Alright, and that's it. So like inside, like it's not always. Yeah. But here it's a bit slower. Unless they see you come.
That is the confusion for people. But about you are saying the India, they are crazy like us. We are too much crazy about it. We have seen in Asia Cup, Bangladesh had while lost. The passion about cricket and the passion about